Oh, whoa. The camera's on. I didn't even realize that. When did that? Oh. That's kind of funny. I turned around and realized the camera was on. Okay, well, let's see. As you can hear the microwave, that's what I was doing. I was standing over here waiting for my food to finish. Like, I didn't realize the camera had started. That's interesting. So someone may not be realizing that the camera's been on the whole time. Someone may now just be realizing, what? You knew the whole time? What? Y'all were watching me the whole time? What? Right? Someone may be realizing that. Collective. Someone may be realizing that. Okay. So since the camera's already started, I of course don't want the motorcycle microwave noise in the background. But since the camera started recording, okay, we're just gonna flow with this, and yeah. So whenever that beeps, I can't see the timer. The microwave is facing the other way, so whenever that beep goes off, whatever I'm talking about, that will be confirmation. So what I was going to talk about, okay, after I finished my lunch was well, I didn't know if I was going to do it before or after, but I was setting this up with the or just feeling how the energy was going to be. But evidently, now is the time. It was 12 when I set this up. Noon, 12 noon exactly. Okay. Um, and so, what I was going to talk about, what I am going to talk about, is becoming the whole shebang. Okay? That's what I'm going to talk about. Excuse me while I close the window. Okay? Talking about the whole shebang, becoming the whole shebang collective. Okay? And I don't know why I'm standing up waiting for that to stop. It doesn't matter. Okay? Hello. Welcome in. My name is Nehru, and I am an Earth Angel, extraterrestrial Earth Angel, Gaia Beacon, and descendant of Yeshua, Ascended Master. It is, I don't know what the temperature is going to be, 85 degrees or something today in southern Arizona. I am in an RV, and I've been in this RV for a year and a half now. As you can imagine, in an RV in southern Arizona, it gets pretty hot. And because of that, and it doesn't take much. I mean, the sun rises on the east, and this is, yeah, okay. One side of the windows is on the east side. The sides are facing east and west. So summertime is, yeah, it's pretty serious. And in fact, in the summertime, I block all of the windows and all that. Someone might be blocking. You might need to block somebody. Okay. Um, so becoming the whole shebang. Okay, so what does that mean to become the whole shebang? And yes, it does have air conditioning in this 1979, 1982 something RV, and I'm not complaining at all. I'm where I'm meant to be for a few more days. 407 up there on the video timer. You might be seeing 11, 74, 47. Might resonate for you. There's one AC unit that works. But with recordings, of course, it's noise. Okay, that's again why I was waiting for the microwave to finish, but here we are. Okay, so it must have been time. And so, becoming the whole shebang and being comfortable with that. Okay, so what do I mean by becoming the whole shebang? Okay, I'm talking about being. It was 444 up there on the timer. Gator chomp, right? Um, used to be a big Gator fan. Now I don't follow them so closely. Um, I'll catch a football game here or there or something on TV, but not nearly as much. I mean, for 30 years, I was like, it was hardcore Gators. Um, but yes. So, what does it mean? The other side of that also is shenanigans. Okay. So what does it mean to become the whole shebang? Going from shenanigans to shebang. Okay? Shazam. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq. Something about a shack. Radio shack. A pager. Some of you had those. Or there's something about mid 90s, early 90s. Okay. So becoming the whole shebang. This is something that Spirit was just sharing with me before apparently the phone just decided to come on by itself as I was sitting there standing off to the side waiting on my food. So confirmation with that 444 that letting it flow is the right way to go. Okay. We might see that angel number. In fact, we have our angel numbers book right here. Let's go ahead and find out what this angel number book written by Mystic Mishala. Okay, you can pick this up. I picked this up at 5 and Below store. Okay, let's go ahead and find out what 444 is saying here. The page that it, I'm not there yet, never mind. Page number is 140, so 14. Okay, so that's another 4. Okay. All right, you could be saying 144, 441, 414. Okay, any of that. 441, did I say 441? All right. So, protective magic. Your prayers are heard. This number assures that you are being heard. Your angels are guiding you, surrounding you, and answering your prayers of protection. It may be a time of struggle, but you are being led into the light by your guardians. Take a moment to thank them for their protective presence in your life. Let's do that right now. Divine Source, thank you so much for your loving spirit, for your loving protection, your loving grace, your loving mercy. It is forever guiding us. It is forever protecting us. And we understand that sometimes we and others step outside of that protection, or we abuse that protection. Divine, for those who have done this, angels, protection, ancestors, for those who have done this, we ask forgiveness for them. We ask forgiveness for them at this time. For those of us who continue to honor the creed and stand for truth, regardless of what the 3D or any other realm is showing, saying, or being, congratulations, you get to be the judge. You get to be the jury, and you get to be the executioner. To those who choose to remain in dark, karmic, unjustified energy, but to the victors, go their cattle, go their penance, go their talents, go their talents, goes their yen, goes their dollar, goes their Deutsch mark, goes their euro. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Goes their peso. To us, confirmation with the click, confirmation with the motorcycle, confirmation with the peso. So, anything else? Becoming divine white light in your own way. Becoming the right off the third eye. Becoming divine white light in your own way. That is becoming the opposite of shenanigans. Okay? Right. Not showboating. I just got that. Not showboating. Okay. Like some do. 10-10. Like some do. Not showboating. Okay. I'm reminded of Kevin. Okay. He would wear $1,500 shoes while we went to Payless as children. He was a different kind of pimp. He was what I call a pulpit pimp. Okay. Others call a polygamist. Okay. More commonly known, I guess, as a polygamist. Okay. But he was a pulpit pimp. You know what a pulpit pimp is? A pulpit pimp, this is fun to say. A pulpit pimp is a man or a woman who propagates themselves as a divine being, a holier than thou being, a holy being, confirmation. Someone who propagates themselves as such. But in truth, they are a demon in disguise. They are demonic reptile. They are warlocks. They are serpents of the worst kind. These are the ones when you hear about on the news about how they're ministers, but they were touching the children at their church. Or they proclaim themselves to be the second Christ, but they have 45 women. These are the ones. Confirmation. These are the ones. Okay? That we actually wrestle against. Okay? It's not John, Mark, James, Stephen, Oliver, Olivia, Michelle, Marcel. Nope. Sarah, Shelby, Shannon. It's not them. Mm-mm. That's really who's taking over them. Okay? Because they've allowed it 12-12 with the 144. 12-12 is 144. Okay? We are on autopilot. Do you know what it means to be on spiritual autopilot, collective? Do you know what that means? All systems go. All systems go. Okay? There's not a cloud in the sky anywhere. It is pure baby blue outside. There might be something about that color or that aura. Okay. Just because I'm having so much fun with the tarot, we can pull some tarot. Or actually, no, just not tarot, just index cards. I'm sorry, not tarot. Because I'm having so much fun with those. And, obviously it's at the same time truth. As 1333 up there on the timer. 1333. Let's go ahead and look up 331. We get that number so many times. The 331st day of the year is 11/27. That may be significant for you. 11/27. November 27th is the 331 day of the year. Okay, that may be significant for you. And whatever, November of 90, I was going to say 97, November of 72, November 27th, any number with February 17th, any way, 21/17, you could have siblings, 21/17, 17/21, however, whatever, your life journey. So 331, man, we get that number all of the time. 331 is the last date of the spiritual year. That is March 31st. Okay. For request. Request. Make your request known. Boldly approach the throne. Boldly. If you want to go boldly where no man has gone before, spiritually, you got to do what no man has done before. If you want to boldly go where no man has gone before spiritually, yields 1:15:05 up there on the video timer. You have to be willing to go spiritually where no man has gone before. Or few. Okay. 331 is request. Solidify what you are asking for. Your prayers are being heard. So the angels are hearing us with the 444. With the 331, prayers are being heard. Your angels want you to streamline them. Organize exactly what you want and reflect on the best ways to ask for it in a journal. Do I have any of my journals here? Yep. We're going to check. We're just going to flip to a page. Here's one right here. This journal covers 2014 to 2019, I think, or 18. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to check it out. Again, this is sporadic because the camera started, so we're just rolling with it. Like, roll with it, roll with it, roll with it, roll with it. All right. In a journal, form a complete request that succinctly asks for what you want in life. And ooh, check out the page number, collective. Check out the page number. It won't focus. 111 1644 on the video timer. 111 for page 331 for angel number 331. Okay, let me check and see how many pages are in this book. Two 288 collective. There's another angel number for you. We can go like keep rolling with that. Keep rolling. We could just keep rolling with that. Oh, I'm just opening the book and closing. Okay, so let's Divine, you have guided us here to this journal. You've mentioned it. It happens to be sitting here. Nothing is a coincidence. Also, my other journal, I just realized this is actually holding the phone up. I didn't even realize that. It's keeping the phone held up upright. Okay. The other journal that covers the last 10 years. Okay. So here we go. We're just going to, wherever it goes, I'm going to share with whatever it is. Okay. Wherever it goes. So 7/23/17. You might want to check those dates if you have a journal or Facebook or anything for those dates. 7/23/17. Denise, someone who I know her name is Denise, had a dream. Denise is an accountant, as I was. Okay? Denise has been an accountant for a long time. Denise, I think, is in her probably early 60s, early 60s probably. Yep, early 60s, maybe mid 60s. Yeah, maybe mid 60s, early to mid 60s. Okay. But Denise, I don't know a Denise that I've known personally who isn't like just the most stylish thing in the room. And it doesn't matter what their actual energy is. You know, I know karmic Denises. I know well, I don't know if I know high vibrational Denise, but I know like this Denise is religious. So, but I don't have anything negative to say about this Denise, right? Her last name starts with a G, DGGD, right? God damn. So I don't know. Someone might, right? Her husband passed suddenly and unexpectedly. I believe John passed in 2019. Man, has it been? He gave me a shirt, John did, before he passed. So his initials are JG. They're mine again. JGGJ. But Denise had a dream. And Denise shared this dream with me. So Denise, you may never see this, but thank you for your faithfulness at that time. Thank you. Denise and I we've always clicked. That particular Denise, she's young at heart. She's youthful. She's spunky. She dresses like that. Like she has a very youthfulness, very energetic, almost party girl kind of energy about her. Again, she's religious. And I spent time around Denise for 20 years. Okay, that was Denise's vibe. Denise is very Tina Turner kind of energy, just always like that, just very much that way, just very, even going through the what I deem unexpected passing of her husband John. She still, she was, she was, yeah, at least that's certainly she was strong enough to show that in the face of in front of us. You know what I mean? And that takes a lot. Okay. So anyway, I don't know why I'm going on about that. Denise lives in Sanford, Florida. Okay. Um. So, and I met Denise in 2003. She picked me up from the airport. I was thinking, oh, so this is 6 days after the transplant. I just realized that. I'm looking at this date. This is 6 days after, or after I, no, not 6 days after. This is the 23rd. No, I'm sorry. This was 16 days after. Transplant was 7/7. We saw 288. We're going to have to go look at that angel number collect. Straight off the cuff. All of what I'm sharing, straight off the cuff, straight off the cuff, straight off the chrome, straight off the chrome dome, right? Straight off the top. Okay? So we're just flying with it. Okay? But Denise, yeah, so this was 16 days after the transplant, kidney transplant. I was on dialysis for 4.5 years, 2/15/13 to 7/6/17. Oops, sorry, collective. I didn't even notice the Okay. There we go. All right. I was meeting with the donor family. Okay, so I'm meeting with the family who I received my kidney from. It was a 19-year-old male. That's all I know. And for legal reasons or what have you, because it's a blind donor, then I don't know anything about them. For the first couple of years, I did send letters to Pittsburgh, which is where the transplant took place. Again, pay attention to everything I mentioned. Organ transplants, any kidney issues, pay it to any dialysis, pay attention. If I mention years between this and between that, pay attention. Did I mention paying attention? Pay attention. Okay. So, and I feel like this actually should have been alive. We're going to do a live Sabbath service tomorrow. I need to make sure I stick to that. So there might be something you need to make sure you stick to. You committed to something, you need to make sure that you stick to it. I'm looking at dogs in the yard, additional dogs in the yard. One's like a little female miniature bully. She's like tricolored. It's cutest. If you want to speak to my heart, dogs. You want to speak to my heart. I always said one man dog per acre. That's what I've always said that. Okay. The dream I had earlier that I shared in an earlier reading, you might want to go listen to that, even if you don't listen to the tarot. You might want to go listen to those dreams. They might be significant and show things to you in regards to your journey. But there was two of them, and one of them involved a Rottweiler, and so yeah, just very, very heavily connected to the dogs. I see images of it even on this blue canvas that is right here that I sometimes show on camera or post in shorts and things like that. Even on them, there are so many different dog breeds specifically that are all over, that show themselves in spirit on the canvas. It's amazing. Okay, anyway, all right, so donor family. Okay, I was meeting the donor family, but Denise is picking me up from the airport. The husband, wife, and 3 children, so that's significant. A husband, a wife, and 3 children. The son that passed, she saw him in a military dress uniform. Okay, so military significant. The family was so glad to see their son's life had blessed someone else. This hasn't happened. I haven't met that family. And I am not in connection or contact with Denise at all. Okay. Or no one from that institution, that religious organization that I was at for 20 years. No, no. So, mm, um, so maybe something in this contract, in this whatever event changed. Maybe I will still get to meet the family, but it won't be through Denise. Maybe it'll be through someone else's Denise. Okay. So someone else's Denise, whatever that. Some other guardians Denise. Okay, so that Denise has guardians, obviously, right? Because that Denise is a spirit being too. That Denise has guardians, but it's through someone else's Denise that this will happen. And again, collective, for you, however this may resonate. Okay? Next entry, 724:17. Let me know when you're ready. And that's Holy Spirit. Let me know when you're ready. I don't. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I wrote wheelhouse. 727, next entry. Yahweh God gave me the strategy to leave my non-prosperous marriage. Right there. Right there. Okay. Oh, also in this journal, the way that I used it was on the right side of the page. I would take the journal to the religious organization I was a part of at the time. I would take my journal, right, to make notes and write down downloads and things like that that Spirit would give me during the message and whatever was being said that I thought was worthy of writing, noting, okay, right? And this side is used for my personal life, okay? So that's the way this journal is set up, okay? So next one after 727, there might be something about a flight, 727, 8717. My healing has qualified me for new things. I want it all. So I am very, very much not a greedy person in the 3D, in the natural. I'm not a greedy person. Okay. In fact, I'm extremely resourceful, so I don't. Yeah. Right. So I'm not afraid of being on my own. I'm not afraid of being in the dark. I'm not afraid of being lost. I'm not afraid of being out in the middle of nowhere. If it wasn't for the divine mission I have, I would most assuredly live in the middle of the woods somewhere, and then someone would find all of my writings and all of that stuff years after I'm gone. It would be somewhere in some underground tunnel or something. That's truly how it would be. And it would be just me and Gaia and the animals that were, that's how it would be for me. Truly, if I had my own way today. Okay. But I have a divine mission here, and that divine mission includes the entire earth. Those who are present in the physical, and those yet to come, and those who have been and are back again. Something about back again. All right. I am an illustrator. Okay. You might be an illustrator, scribe, songwriter, okay, artist, okay. Dalai Lama. 813, the exchange. 813:17 was the exchange. What exchange was that? On that day, it was significant. It was an exchange. Okay. Let me look over here at the religious page and let me see if there's anything in here worth noting, because not all of it is anymore. Oh, so Proverbs 11:18. And our assistant is out. We can't ask. Probably it was 30 minutes and 44 seconds up there. 3044. Proverbs, confirmation. Proverbs 11:18. Cycles and seasons in the earth. Get prepared. I wrote that down. The person who said that, their initials are JK. Okay, you could be dealing with JK, KJ, JK Rowlings. May be significant for you. You may be a Harry Potter fan. I am not. And declare with authority. Cycles and seasons in the earth. Get prepared. Declare with authority. I just heard I will stand my ground, regardless of the cost. Don't. I can't be stomping holes in the floors of the RV. I gotta live in here. So when I get into that energy, it gets very masculine and it just bows up and it gets mamba and it gets large, it gets big. And it's like, and it just comes out of some, and so I, woo. So anyway. That's what's required, collective. And I'm going to start crying. I'm going to start. It's the passion. That's what the tears are. It's the passion. You put me on camera for this? Why not? You're so funny. Collective. It's been a long, long time. It's been a long, long time. But she says, cycles and seasons in the earth. Get prepared. Declare with authority. The ring I wear gives off a sound. The ring I wear gives off a sound. It was 35:55, 33:55 up there on the video timer. The ring I wear gives off a sound. The ring I wear, this ring I wear, gives off a sound. Joining of the lender. She said joining of the lender and the church. I'm joining. Okay. When the new supplants the old. To never fear with the purposes of Yahweh God. This is not her anymore. The last thing she said was when the new supplants the old. Again, those initials, JK, KJ. Okay? To never interfere with the purposes of Yahweh God. And then someone else says, or I put in quotes, they said this, you think on what you engage in. Okay? I also heard this a different way, and I heard it from a prophet when I was in a grocery store with Judy in 2014. one of the things this prophet I didn't know this person. They came up to me and started telling me things that have come to pass, things that are still yet to come to pass. They told me also whenever I needed to see them again, they would show up. I haven't seen them again, so things must be going according to plan. Um, and that's true, and that's in this journal as well. That's at the beginning of this journal, I think. Yep, it's right here. Look, evangelistic anointing. Everything's right there, collective. Right, I turn right to the page on 4/7/4/18, whatever. Okay, 18 significant today. There it is, right there. The things he told us and the date, or me. I didn't write down Judy stuff. It's not my responsibility to keep track of somebody else's fortunes or journey. Okay? So, he said that gentleman, that prophet said, um, he said that whatever you focus on keeps your attention. Okay? And that's why when I speak about racism, people talk about it all of the time. Well, if you constantly talk about it, where do you think it's going to go? Okay. Name two things that you remember Grover Cleveland did as president. And I'm not picking on Grover Cleveland. I picked that name for a reason, however it resonates. Cleveland, Ohio, Grover, Downers Grove, Illinois, Grover the Sesame Street character. Someone might be groveling. Someone might be in a can. Or, yeah. But he said, yeah, whatever you focus on keeps your attention. So they focus on racism, they talk about it, never goes away. You can't tell me two things Grover Cleveland done. Why? Because nobody talks about them. And again, that's nothing against Grover. He was good at something. He was elected president of this country at some point in time. As that being. Okay? Then I wrote, to love something is to honor it. 37:57 on the timer, and confirmation with that door bang, slam, shut. Something's closed. Yeah, never to be reopened. To love something is to honor it. Again, collective, very simple example. If I say I love you every day, but I beat your ass, I don't love you. If I say I love you every day with this throat chakra, but behind your back, I'm checking your phone, I'm watching you, following you, putting stuff on your credit, lying to other people behind you, telling them what you told me, I'm spreading rumors about you, What? At work, at the office, whatever. They don't love you, collective. I don't love you if I'm doing that to you. Regardless of what you hear me speak, intentions are everything. Well, almost. Right foot heated. Okay, confirmation. Almost. Close the portals that dishonor Yahweh. Hot damn, do it now. I wrote that. It's not in quotes. I just wrote that. Close the portals. In 2017, I had not even gone through my dark night of the soul yet. And I'm talking about portals. Close the portals that dishonor Yahweh. You want to know, again, a common thing that I say, you want to know if someone believes in the I am. You want to know, just pay attention to their actions. It's real simple to separate the light from the dark. And without justification, no justification, no justifying your actions, just straight look at it in its raw, natural state. Is it a lie or is it the truth? Is it a deception or is it the truth? Is it authenticity or is it manipulation? Is it religiousness or is it freedom? Look at it with no shades on. Take off the rose-colored shades. 40/40 up there. That's 44. All day. That's what I'm getting all day. Someone's name might be Adrian or Peterson. All day, baby. All day. 26, 13, 13. Death, rebirth. For every death, there is a rebirth. Hopefully. 411 up there. What's the 411? Okay. I think we're good, collective. At least for this spontaneous recording that I was not expecting. Again, I was preparing to eat my lunch. Okay? It's 41:26. Such as it is. Thank you so much for being a part of the journey here, collective. Again, I am an extraterrestrial earth angel. The way that I express, the way that I speak, the way that I function, the way that I walk, the way that I talk. Okay? Some of you vibrate with what I am because you are an extraterrestrial earth angel. You need to accept and receive all that you are. Receive the mantle, receive the cloak. I have been connected to and I have been drawn in and brought in and received the master of the apostles in the last 48 hours. 4811 up there. Okay. That's a 44. Master of the apostles. That is Issa. Crown or third eye bump. That is Issa. Okay. That is a divine being and yes, ascended master. Jesus, as the religious people call him. But you will not find nearly as much power in the name of Jesus as you will in the power of Issa, in the power of Avarat. That is divine source, the great I am. That is the lifeblood that you breathe. That is the pneuma. That is God, Yahweh. Okay? I wouldn't refer to any of those religious names. Okay? Truly, I mean, you can. That's okay. As you can tell, I did in my journal. And again, that was before my dark night of the soul. Okay? When you know better, you do better. Some do, some don't. Some know better and they just don't. Again, for them, there's an answer to my heated foot here. Collective, the energy is just like, it is just flowing and it's just can do anything. It's just like, it's just, I hope you're enjoying it if you get to. Okay, again, to that subscriber, Guru Goddess 888, if you can prove to me that you are not karmic in some way, you can contact me via email, theencourager333@gmail.com. It was 44:4 up there on the video timer. Confirmation to close it out. We started with 444. We end with 444. Let's go ahead, and I'm being reminded to check for 288, which could break down a 2 divided by 8, or 88 divided by 2 is 4444. Yo. I'm just rolling with it. I'm just rolling with it. Angel number 288. We used this book twice in this video, collective. Page 111 for angel number 331. Page 2, or angel number 288 on page 101. Hit a drummer, get wicked. I just, Fast moving energy. Hit a drummer, get, I don't even know what is that? I don't know. I remember it from when I was a kid or something. 288, Friendships matter. Okay, again, currently there's only one personal phone number in my phone, and that is the individual who I am renting from. No others. I don't have a circle of friends currently. I have not met my soul tribe yet or members of them. I am the dot. I have no circle of friends, no circle of whatevers, besties, none of that. Okay, my palette is clean and ready and pure to accept new soul tribe, high vibrational light working energies so that we can get on with it. Creative, meaningful connections. You have people around you who can lift you up. I am self-promoting. I don't, and I mean that by encouraging. I am that. I don't need lone wolf, black sheep. I don't. Yeah, it's nice when they're genuine, but you know, it is not selfish to spread more time and energy on the positive people in your life. Make plans to spend time with a person who lifts you up. Again, um, fosters personal growth and supports you. There's a siren, so maybe that person is going to be approaching you, collective. Okay, maybe that person is going to be approaching you, cause yeah, or me. Go ahead and grab these. Just pull a couple and just see what happens. Okay. See what happens, collective. This is the stack. Okay, this is the stack. Let me go ahead and let me get some something to cleanse the energy here real quick. Again, happy Friday. Again, I'm not sure if you have plans. If you do, I hope you're safe with those plans. Is it a holiday or anything going on this weekend? I don't know. I don't know. I don't make an effort to follow those types of things. Although I will say it's a little inconvenient when I don't pay attention and I need to do something financially and the institutions are closed. Right? So we might need to pay attention to that, collective. I'm mentioning it for a reason. Okay? Just lighting some sage. Dragon sage. Okay, we are going into the year of the dragon, or no, we are ending the year of the dragon, okay, and going into the year of the snake, the shedding of skin. There can be no new life without the shedding of blood, spiritually, or what? Spiritually or ebonically, ignorantly. Okay, so let's go ahead and cleanse the energy of the cards real quick, collect. Again, thank you to all the high vibrational beings that are helping us solve these crimes, these misdeeds, these misfortunes all around the world. Atmosphere, stratosphere, galactosphere. I'm just taking cards out as I talk to you, collective. I'm not even looking. Okay? I always want to be as pure as possible whenever I come to you. Okay? Always want to be as pure as possible. Always. As transparent as possible. Always. Okay? Always. Okay? Nothing held back. Nothing. I don't have anything to hide. Have you ever been involved with a woman who was married? Yep, I have. Yep. And it was just sex. It wasn't a long-term relationship. It was just sex. Okay? And it happened a couple of times. Okay? Twice. Yep. Okay? Got in a DUI, collective. I got a DUI in 2006 when I was on my sabbatical from Most High, and I was angry about the way that life was going. You may have gone through a cycle like that. That's okay. All right. Anything else? What else? I've given a child up for adoption who I was a part of creating with a karmic Latina. I mention all of that for synchronicities. I'm by far not even close to being any sort of racist. I mention that for synchronicity's sake. I love the culture, and I've dated. I believe I've dated more Spanish culture or ethnic than any other. I believe so. Ethnicity. I believe so. Okay. Maybe that's an affinity. I have an affinity. Maybe I'm affinity for something. I don't think. I just love diversity. I like different. Okay. I like different and a little sass. Right. Not New Jersey. Not New Jersey. Crazy cut your car up, slice your tires, whacked out ass man. No, not that kind of Puerto Rican, whatever. And that's nothing against Puerto Rican. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and see what is out. Right now, without touching the cards, I'm looking at accountant, dentist, healing wand, remember who you are, Jessica, confirmation with Jessica. Yep, that's all I can read clearly here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we got going on. All right. Thank you again. I turn a card over and it says your mother is doing witchcraft against you. Return to sender, Judy. Return to sender, Judy. Return to sender, Judy. Return to sender, Judy. You're going to die of your witchcraft. Don't look at me like that, collector. You're going to die of your witchcraft, Judy, if you don't stop it. Okay? Cleanse your house. I did that today. I wiped down like sprayed Clorox. I was wiping stuff down. Confirmation. I'm in tune even without even. You might find you're doing that, collective, and you just get confirmation after. That's when you really own your game. You want to know when you really own your game? You really own your game? When it's like, do this. Ooh, I'm reminded of something very interesting. I'm going to mention this person's name too, because again, it may resonate. Okay. So, they are a fitness instructor. Okay. She is a fitness instructor, trainer. Okay. And beauty pageants may be significant to you. Okay. Shevin, Shaviv, Al, Heath, Sherry, a cleaning company, engineer, construction, any of that may resonate with you, collective. Okay. But I remember when I was a part of the religious organization in Sanford, Florida, that that person showed me where this was when I was in the military. Okay, I was exiting the military and met them at a civilian job that I had was hired on at. Okay, company in Lake Mary, Florida. I mention things that I mention for a reason. Okay, and that individual took me to that religious organization named the Rock of Central Florida in 2000. No, said that she was told to go there by Holy Spirit in 2002. I started getting cassette tapes via her. We were seeing each other at the time while I still was in the military at Fort Huachuca in Arizona. Okay? There we go. I'm talking about it, and I was talking about it before I even looked down and said that. Okay? So yeah. Okay. And I ended up being at that place for, again, 20 years. Not almost to the date, but almost to the date, 20 years. Exactly. Yeah. I found out about him in like October, November of 2002. Pay attention. And my last time there was sometime in August of 2022. So pretty close. Okay. Marsha, U.S. Marshals. Okay. Take a look. Okay. Then we have behind that, we have MK Ultra Collective. If you don't know, now you know, nigga. MK Ultra, okay, Martin Luther King, okay. Also, when you look at certain times and spaces and beings that show up, you can see duality. You see duality with Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., give credit where credit is due, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. You see duality there with those two spirits, right? Okay. One's throat chakra was a lot more, was much bolder than the other. The other spoke truth too, but they came with different approaches. Okay. One eventually started to see the lighter side of things and how working together and not being segregated as he was being taught by the Nation of Islam. True story. That's why he left, because he went through his awakening after his wife was trying to tell him all the time what was going on. Someone name might be Betty. Okay. All right. MK Ultra. I said all of that for a reason. Anything on the back of MK Ultra? Oh. Okay. Animal spirit. Okay. The two dreams that I had, one involved a Rottweiler. You might need to go find out what your animal spirit is. Okay. And this name might be you or someone you know. Justin also could be significant. Justina, Justin, just now, just in case, justice, just denied, justice denied. Okay. Whatever that means. Okay. Levi, Alexander, Hudson, Luca. Levi, Alexander, Hudson, Luca. Okay, it could be Lucas too. Lucille, Hudson. Something about New York. Alexander, Alexandria, Alex, Alexis, Alexa, Alexicon. I don't know what that is. Okay, Levi, the genes. Okay, first name, Levi. Levi Must. Dentist. Okay. Any dentist you know. Okay. Also, I'm reminded of Brock on Reba. He was a dentist, that character. Played a dentist. His name is Christopher something. So Christopher. Okay. Christopher, Chris might be significant for your journey, or is significant for your someone's journey here. Chris might be the dentist. I don't know it. Oh, there's the bark. I know one dentist. His name is Fred Fox. Double letters. Fred Fox. There's another double. That's very common energy around my readings currently. Double letter name. Okay. Mork and Mindy, like, I don't know why I mentioned Robin Williams. Okay. All right. Very sad soul. Very sad soul. Someone name could be Robin. Okay. Robin Williamson. Okay, dentist. Okay, again, any of Cleanser House. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm picking up other cards. Alexander, yeah, these names. Okay. Monica Lewinsky. Someone might be sleeping with the president, CEO, or a higher up in order to get promoted or be seen or receive favor of some sort. Monica. Okay. All right. There's an artist, singer named Monica. I went to high school with a Monica Roper, the Ropers, Three's Company. There might be something about a roommate situation with one guy and two women, or two women and one guy. You might have annoying neighbors, the Ropers, right? Nosy neighbors, whatever. Okay. Pestilence. Yeah, pestilence. Okay. Focus on your desires. Did we not read about that in the Angel Numbers Collective? Okay. Focus on your desires. Again, manifesting. Use apps. There's the Business Empire app you could use. There's other apps that you can use to create a simulated life and all that sort of thing, and apps that you could save homes on and where you want to go. Save all of that stuff. Download a collage app and start creating your digital, what do they call it? Digital, thank you, ancestors. Digital I heard picture page, but that might be significant. Someone's name might be, oh, that was Reading Rainbow, LeVar Burton. What is it called? Dream Sheet, Dream, whatever. I can't think of the name right now. Okay, your desires. Save those homes, save those cars that you want. Okay, I go on YouTube and I will sit there and I will listen to billionaire lifestyle type things. And again, I don't chase money. Again, if that's what I was doing, I would not be sitting here today. I would not be. I'd still be in Florida, involved in whatever nonsense ass shit they got going on over there and wherever else. 1 hour, 1 minute, and 1 second when I said that. Divine source. Okay? So money couldn't keep me, and money won't keep me because I'm not that. Okay? Lying, but that's why I'm going to be it. Okay? That's why you're going to be it, collective, because that's not what you ran after. Okay? That's not what you ran after. And we will be humble when we get it. Okay? But we will buy what we want. Again, money buys a lot of happiness. Man lied about that. Okay? Because if I pay for you an all-exclusive vacation to the Fiji Islands, you're going to be like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want that fucking gift. What? Give me that ticket. You only got one? I don't care. I'll go by myself. What? Money buys a whole lot of happiness. It's another fucking lie. Man tells you. Another lie. Another lie. Money doesn't buy joy. That's an internal thing. Man gets it confused, like Jesus and Yeshua. Like blue-eyed, perfectly done hair looking like his ass came from Mitchell's hair salon or some dumbass shit. You think that's really what he looked like? Traveling to Tibet, Egypt, meeting with shamans all over for 16 years. You think that's really what he looked like? Lying to get a promotion or rank up. Collective. Lying to sue someone. Oh, so someone's lying to sue. Someone could be lying to sue. To sue. Sue could be a human being. Sue, Suzanne, Susanna, Suze, right? Suzanne Summers. I mentioned Three's Company. Okay. So a roommate situation might be going bonkers. Cattywampus, I'm getting that. A roommate situation. Okay. Suzanne. Any other Suzannes or characters? Are we there yet? The TV show. I think Ice Cube is the producer. I don't know when that show aired. Terry Crews, though, any of these names, Terry Crews. I don't remember any of the other characters. I don't know any of the characters' actual. The female's name on the show, her name, who played Terry's wife, what's his name? Nick. Yes, Nick. Nicholas, Nick. Yes, Nick Kingston Persons. There you go. Nick Kingston Persons. Okay, so Nick, her name is Suzanne, and what are the kids' characters' names? I can't remember the kid. Something fell over. Something's falling over. I can't remember the kids. Essence. Yes. That's, I don't know her last name. That's the person's first name who plays Suzanne. Yes. So anyway, collective, someone may be suing you or try to sue you or try to sue. Or sue could be trying to sue you. So what are you going to do when they call, collective? Some of y'all still going to answer the phone. That could be someone's name. Okay. Or someone's name starts with a T. or sounds like that. Tachia, Tia, Tisha, Latia. Did I say that? Something going down in Cumberland County. Okay. Or some other county that starts with a C. Or Cumberland could be somewhere else. So Cumberland could be the name of the city. Isn't there Cumberland gas stations? Are they still around? Cumberland gas stations. Okay. Is that two? Oh. No. Okay, I read this one earlier. Collective. Your mother is doing witchcraft against you. Cleanse your energy, collective. Cleanse your energy. I think we had that card out here already. Yep. Okay. And then, so this celebrity could be a local celebrity, or obviously it could be a confirmation burp. That was major. Compliments to Divine Source. Again. Okay. I still haven't had anything to eat. Again, I was getting ready to eat for the first time today. And the phone decided to start recording. Most I was like, oh, yep, ancestor. Somebody was like, nope, press right now. And go ahead and start. He'll just see it when he turns around. He's paying attention. He won't stop the recording. And I didn't. Pay attention. Life is just, the veil is that thin, collective. The veil is that thin when you reach their level or a certain level. It's that thin. Dog bark. That thin. That thin, collective. So, celebrity doing witchcraft against you, it could be a local minister. Do you know local ministers are celebrities? Local celebrities. They are well known in their community. Doctors are local celebrities. Surgeons, local celebrities. Oftentimes authors, business owners are local celebrities. Firefighters, police officers, police chiefs. These are local celebrities. Your mayor, okay? Your local congressman, these are celebrities. Any of them could be doing witchcraft against you. Obviously, it could be an A-lister. But again, forsake not the day of small things. The roaches that are running around. Everybody sees the iguana. What about the roach? Okay. I mentioned this earlier. Accountant. You could be an accountant. Could have been an accountant. I read a story about Denise, who is an accountant. I was an accountant. Tax accountant. And I was in that occupation for 13 years. That number might be significant for you. 3131. Reggie Miller, Mark Jackson. Any names or places. Indiana, wherever these teams are. Indiana, Pacers, Mark Jackson, Reggie Miller, Kurt Rambis, Cheryl Miller, Linda Rambis. Also, I'm giving a shout out right now to Linda, the 913 love. I just heard we recognize you. I know Linda does. We got a thing going on. Ain't none of your business. But it's right. It's right on time. Okay? You know what a good song is? Who sings it? Dottie Peoples? He's an on-time God. That's a good song. You wanna get some foot tapping, hand clapping? Yeah. Go and turn that on. He's an on-time God. Yes, he is. That puts me straight in Mamba energy, and I'm just that's the energy I'm in right now, like earlier, right? But it just brings out so much of the Leo, because I know it's true, because I live it. I am the miracle. You are the miracle collective. We live it. And it's like they sing it religiously, many of them. But I am what Scripture speaks about. You and your high vibrational self, you are the manifestation of this truth and the word that was in the beginning and the word that was with God. And was not anything made. You are that. And here it is. I just confirmed it. Teleprompter. There might be something about a teleprompter. You might be needing to use a teleprompter, or, yeah, something about that. Okay. All right. Also, I noticed the other crystal thing in the other video. Okay. I couldn't tell the difference between actual orbs or the crystals, or this thing shimmering, the other one, right? That's over the camera, actually. Okay. Next, we have spy alert. Confirmation. Spy alert. Again, something's falling over. That again was something falling over. Spy alert. Spy tripped up, fell up, threw up, gave up, upchuck, I-55. The spy alert. The spy could have been sent from I-55, could be traveling on I-55, have used I-55 to get here, or use I-55 to get back home. Run them out of town, ancestors. Run them out of town. Okay? Run them out of town. Remember who you are, collective. We just received confirmation on it. Remember who you are. Do you know? Collective. Light aura. I am definitely in light aura, very light aura. You're about to get a confirmation on all that. My whole speech about local celebrity, collective, we are about to get a confirmation on it. Where is that at? We are about to get a confirmation on this right here. So we have light aura. You could be feeling very light. Okay? Light in spirit, light in mind. Okay? Local law enforcement, collective. So, local law enforcement, celebrity doing that whole spiel about all those occupations that are local celebrities, not in Hollywood, maybe in Hollywood. Confirmation, local law enforcement. So, some of us have local law enforcement aiding and abetting criminals. There are local law enforcement officers aiding and abetting criminals, high vibrational authorities, witchcraft workers. There are those out there. Okay? 113.10 on the video timer up there. Look at it. So we are going to have, look at this, look at it, 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 look at it. Local celebrity, mail theft, local law, look at collective. Okay? Check your mail. You might need to fill out another change address card. Okay? The name I'm looking at right now, I said it earlier, and we got a confirmation on it when I first started pulling the cards. Jessica. Jesse, Jessica, Jess, just in time, just horrible. Again, we got Justina earlier or something, I thought. Okay. Greco-Roman. Okay. This could be some of the ancestry that you're tapping into. Okay. Greco-Roman. Go outside. I don't know. I might go back outside. I don't know. We'll see. All right. But I did today. Again, I go for, most days I go for a morning walk. Okay. Go outside, collective. Connect with Gaia. Baton Rouge. Okay. Could be something about BRRB. RBs. Someone might like RBs. Okay. Someone could have worked there or does work there. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, LA, Los Angeles Lakers, Los Angeles Dodgers. They won a pennant this year. I am a Los Angeles Lakers fan, although I'm not a fan of, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the current structure. I'll just leave it like that. Mamba mentality for life, baby. Okay. LeBron can score 90,000 points. He'll never outrank. He'll never And he will never, he can win 9 championships. He will never be Mamba. That's just me. He will never reach that status. I don't care what the fuck Sterling Sharp says. Or Shannon Sharp. Sterling. Yes. Sterling. Shannon. No, Shannon. Yeah, Shannon. Sterling's the older brother. Shannon. I don't care what Shannon says. Okay? Louisiana. Winter is ending in a couple of days. Thank goodness. Corrupt. What does that say? Oh, corrupt legal actions, collective. So someone took legal action against you, forgeries, documents, signings. Again, we saw mail theft. Okay? Someone could have been doing this in the wintertime. They could be still doing it. It could be coming to an end in the wintertime. Again, the wintertime ends. For this region of the globe, it ends in a couple of days. So whatever that truth is needs to hurry up, I guess, because it only has like 72 hours or something. You know what I'm saying? Energy doesn't lie. So, okay. And lastly, we have Healing Wand. Okay, protect that sacral energy, collective, and narcissist. Also, this could be a tattletale, a narc, a snitch. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, collective, for being a part of the journey here. As always, again, if you are a genuine energy guru goddess 888, you can send me an email that proves so. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to, if I get another notification that you have subscribed again to the channel, I will have to hide the channel from you. Obviously, you can go create another channel. All that's going to happen is that at some point, if that is the case, then Divine White Light, ancestors, my intuition, going to all let me know. Archangel Metatron's not letting anything by. It's the spirit of Odessa is not letting anything by. Trust me. That spirit is lethal. They are not letting anything. So you can go create another account if you want to. It will be shown and revealed. There's no question about that. Because we walk on water. Okay? Collective. Okay? There we go on one side. I just picked them up. Okay? There we go on one side. On the other side, again, animal spirit. Dream about the dogs. Dream about the dogs. Okay? If you want to hear about those 2 dreams, the other dream involved someone who was confirmed doing sex magic against me. Sacral magic against me. Root magic against me. Okay? You want to hear about those 2 dreams? Those are covered in the previous tarot reading. As always, thank you so much for sharing your love with me, your energy with me. Please be faithful over it. The energy that I sent to you, I do send love and agape love to you. That is. And yeah, if you abuse that, again, Archangel Metatron will take care of that. Okay? Thank you so much as always, collective, and be encouraged.